reason I decided to sign up to Miss International was because I wanted to be a part of a new community. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to find a new kind of me in the program. I wanted to find a new experience in life that many people don't get to go through in life. The way I felt the first time I didn't win, I was kind of feeling a little down. I was a little upset, but eventually I was like, I'm gonna do this again. I wanna do this again. This was so much fun. I made so many good friends that were there, and I had the opportunity to see them once more time, and I always wanted to try again and try again and try again because that was my dream. The hardest thing I had to go through during pageant weekend for those 3 days was probably walking through those heels. Those heels were the most painful thing ever, but eventually I got through it. I overcame that, and it was a great experience throughout it, even though there was a lot of pain in my feet. The reason I tried to go back to Miss International Grandlatina was because I wanted to be the reina. I wanted to set an example. I wanted to do stuff for my community. I wanted to be someone else for my community. I wanted to be a better person for my community. So the reason I decided to join Miss International once again was because I wanted that experience again. I wanted to model. I wanted to have fun on the stage. I wanted to redo basically from last year.
En Laredo Western Wear tenemos para ti las marcas más reconocidas de ropa vaquera y el mayor surtido de sombreros, tejanas y botas. Estamos en Plaza Fiesta, Smyrna y Dalton.
Somos el único equipo médico hispano dispuesto a atenderte 7 días a la semana, de día y de noche, con planes de pago y donde tú lo necesites. Centro Médico Norcross, 770-246-1002.
Probably the best thing from the competition was just meeting everybody, seeing so many different faces, seeing how hard the competition was, making new friends, creating new friendships, and with the family that I have with Miss International Grandlatina, they're all so kind, they're all so sweet, so generous, and that's kind of what makes me want to do more pageants, wants me to go out there. Probably the most important thing to compete with is probably your family, having that support, having those people around you, your friends, your family, either your spouse or your lover, whoever. I feel like that's the most important thing for you to have. I feel like you should have someone to support you. You should have someone to be there for you and comfort you in these hard, difficult times, especially if you are going through something during pageant days, but most of the time you just gotta keep going, keep going. My hobbies are singing, dancing, drawing, coloring. My main reason for my hobby for singing is kind of Ariana. Ariana has always been like my idol, my favorite like artist I've ever had. Dancing, I kind of grew up doing Zumba for 4 years with my mom, so eventually it just became something a part of me. And with coloring and drawing, that was just kind of a stress reliever. I wanted something out of my limits, and I could keep growing as a person through my art and through my coloring and expressing myself in a new light.
Los esperamos en 502 Antojitos Restaurante, donde podrá encontrar auténtica y deliciosa comida centroamericana y mexicana, como pupusas, garnachas y chucos. Estamos abiertos de lunes a sábado desde las 6 de la mañana.
En James Furniture ya estamos con la venta más grande del año y entrega inmediata. Ven y llévate un juego de sala, comedor o recámara con solo $39 de pago inicial. Visítanos en la 5211 Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
The empowerment of Latin women, it's so amazing and so wonderful to see, just to see that we can keep striving and keep going forward in life and just moving on, keep going through all these like struggles that they keep throwing at us. I feel like that's the true empowerment of Latina women, that we strive for more, that we want more, that we crave more, that we desire more. In my events with Miss International Grandlatina, we do have fun times. We do a lot of pictures, a lot of TikToks, a lot of Instagrams. We do any post we can on social media. We get along off social media. We get along really well. We always have fun moments. Some of us get to go on vacations with other people. I wasn't able to go last time, but we are planning something new up ahead, and we're all planning on going, and that's kind of feels like a whole family, feels like a true friendship, feels like I was meant to be there. The moment I found out I was the winner of Missinternationalgrandlatina, I was unbelievably surprised. I thought it wasn't going to be my turn. I really thought that I was going to be like in second place because my competition was really rough. And everybody there that went there was so great at modeling and like had so many fun costumes. And I was like, me? What? That's me? That's my name? And I was so surprised and I was so excited to find out that I won.
Talento Latino Modeling School abre inscripciones para sus próximos cursos. Ven y aprende de modelaje, maquillaje, nutrición, buenos modales y muchos temas más. 404-200-5911.
Saber elegir el salón adecuado hará que tu evento sea inolvidable. Crystal Ballroom tiene 3 confortables ubicaciones para tus 15, bodas, cumpleaños, aniversarios, bautizos, baby shower y reuniones sociales. Llámanos.
For my future, I was thinking about doing early education. I actually have a scholarship from Missinternationalgrandlatina to go to Wesleyan College, and that's a really amazing moment I could go to and get almost a full ride. That's like probably my main goal, is to go to college and earn that degree and know that I worked really hard for that degree. In my future, later on in life, once I get that degree, I feel like I could help my community with the little kids in school. I plan to do maybe first grade, second grade, and help them learn their ABCs, their multiplication, their addition. I want to help further the education of our young ones. About being an example or a role model for younger women, I feel like it shouldn't be pressured as I am better than you. It should be as something as I am your equal and I only have a title. My title as Reina does not make me different from how you are as a person. I do not feel pressure from being your role model. I do not have a pressure of being looked up to because I am the same as you. I am easily able to make a mistake, but I'm able to correct them. And I'm able to grow as a person just like you. Probably the best moment I've ever had with Missinternationalgrandlatina was when we all decided to do these smoke bombs in the back of our photos. And it was like this purple smoke and we all couldn't breathe. And it was so funny because we were all supposed to do funny poses and dance and mess around. And there was a whole video on Instagram of us just running away from the smoke because it was so funny.
UCI produce y comercializa la mayor selección de gabinetes para su cocina, countertops de granito, accesorios, pisos de mármol y grifería, renovación e instalación completa de cocinas y baños. UCI en Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Somos el único equipo médico hispano dispuesto a atenderte 7 días a la semana, de día y de noche, con planes de pago y donde tú lo necesites. Centro Médico Norcross, 770-246-1002.
Well, about my family, we have this little silly nickname, La Familia Peluche. And with my mom, we always get along. I feel like she's my sister, but she isn't. But we play around like we are. And with my dad, he's very loving to me. And I also have a brother and a sister, which many people don't know about me. But we get along really well. Eventually, we did have some rough spots because eventually all siblings do fight. All siblings do have the rights and the wrongs. Nobody is perfect, and that's fine. But eventually we got closer, we calmed down a bit, we grew up, we matured, and we're better now as a whole. Usually when I get home after a long day and I see my parents watching the TV and we're watching soccer and Mexico's playing, we usually are laughing because my mom is screaming, "Goal!" And it's so funny because we just all go crazy once they make a goal.
En Laredo Western Wear tenemos para ti las marcas más reconocidas de ropa vaquera y el mayor surtido de sombreros, tejanas y botas. Estamos en Plaza Fiesta, Smyrna y Dalton.
Los esperamos en 502 Antojitos Restaurante, donde podrá encontrar auténtica y deliciosa comida centroamericana y mexicana, como pupusas, garnachas y chucos. Estamos abiertos de lunes a sábado desde las 6 de la mañana.
Probably my role model would be my mom because she knows how to save money, she knows how to be responsible and take care of people and look after them. Like, yes, she might be harsh sometimes because that's how our moms are, but it's out of love, it's out of care for us as human beings. So my role model will probably be my mom. I believe that in the future I will try for more pageants, but currently in this time I feel like I should focus on working for that degree in early education, and then eventually once I'm ready to go back in the pageant world, I will take that next step to nationals.